Welcome to North Georgia. Now today is Friday, today is Family Day, today is Three Generations. I wore this shirt in honor of your eyes and your eyes because you two have the most beautiful turquoise eyes. You might be related.
A little bit.
A little bit. My granddaughter and my daughter. This is Three Generations today.
Yes.
It's going to be fun. It is dreary, it is drizzly, and I said, I think God did that.
Smiling.
God did the drizzle dreary to me because I get to spend the night in the cabin with a tin roof tonight.
You love it.
I do love that. I love that calming effect. Now, Tori, what's it been like to be home this week? Have you calmed down a little? Have you relaxed with your parents? Or have they run you to death, sugar?
I think I've been going too fast to actually take the break that I was looking for. You know, it's just like trying to come back and see everybody that you want to, and there's just not enough time.
There's not enough time.
You know, like, let's face it, I want to catch up on a little sleep.
Now, when are you leaving, going back to college?
I'm driving back probably Sunday night, Sunday evening.
Okay.
Somewhere in that time.
And how many hours is it? About 6?
No, it takes me about 4.
Not too bad. Uh-oh. She learned to drive. She learned to drive from Granny. That's right.
A little.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we love you being in Kentucky, and we have planned a trip to come and see you now. We looked at the mileage last night, and we said we can go to see Loretta Lynn's house at Butcher Holler, and then we can go over and see Tori. So we've got it kind of lined up, and we're excited about it.
It'll be fun.
I have been through Kentucky, but never to visit, so I'm excited about it. And you said the photography there, it is absolutely gorgeous.
It is. I mean, it's really interesting just because it's a different dynamic than what I'm used to. And yeah, the scenery, like I love that drive, you know, as compared to when I was living down in Savannah, getting 16 straight shots.
Oh no, the drive to Savannah was
horrible.
like painful. Yes, it was.
It was nasty. And now, you know, you go over Mont Eagle and then you hit Nashville. It's a nice drive.
Yeah.
Really
Now let me ask you something. Did you take her to the aquarium yesterday?
We went to see the bodies exhibit.
Oh, what kind of bodies?
Which was so fascinating.
Bodies.
What kind of bodies?
Real skeletons, real muscle, real everything. Brains, intestine, everything is real in this exhibit. And you learn so much about how the human body works and how we are constructed. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's really
I mean, they even have...
Is it at the High Museum?
No, it's at its own exhibit in Atlantic Station.
Yeah.
In conjunction with this other thing that they're doing called Dialogue in the Dark, where they blindfold you and you're actually guided through a series of events from like blind people, and you get to experience it completely in darkness.
Wow.
Like
I couldn't do it because I would have a panic attack. And the lady asked me, and I was like,
no.
Tori, you can do it, but I couldn't do that. I mean, kudos to, you know, people who lose their sight and can function.
And can deal
I'm
with it,
scared to death of the dark, you know. So.
You know, that is funny, but you have always been afraid of the dark.
Yes.
I used to always sleep with a nightlight on, and now it has to be dark.
No.
Isn't that funny how our lives change? Because I used to had that little light on when I was 30 years old. I had that little light.
No. You will not see a "ain't scared" sticker on my car because I am scared of the dark.
That is weird.
And I admit it. I mean, I start to feel like everything's closing in on me and hyperventilate. My heart races. I mean, if I'm in the dark for 2 seconds, even John knew this.
Now you do the smokehouse though.
You can see.
Okay.
You know, there's enough light. If there's enough light where I can see, I'm okay. But like if we would be coming through the house, going, you know, upstairs for the night or whatever, if he hit the light before I got out of the room into another light, I would be like, get the lights on, get the lights on. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I would just, in 2 seconds, I'm like, no.
I just had to learn because, you know, like when I was working with some of the photochemicals and photo papers, like
I don't know how
it's
she
pitch
does
black.
it.
Oh, yes.
You know, like developing my own negatives, there's no light coming in or else you're
right.
going to ruin your photos.
Right.
That's right.
So I would just pop the iPod on and, oh gosh, if the music stopped, then I would start thinking about it. But as long as I had the music,
I don't know how she does. How do you go into a dark room?
Because you don't want to waste your photos. You don't want to ruin those.
Yeah, no,
you know?
There's no way.
Well, let's talk about some photos. A young man, Jason, went to the beach this week.
Yes.
And he brought me seashells. And thank you very much, Jason. His mom sent us some pictures of him at the beach.
Yes.
And we haven't been able to pull them up. Adam is out today, and I think they finally went to either Karen's email or Adam's email. We've had email problems. So, Jason, I promise you, Sunshine,
Do they smell like salt?
Yes, I will get your photos on next week. But thank you so much for these shells. I am not a beach girl because I can't do the sun. That's right. I can't do the sun, and he even brought me a little bit of sand, so that's cool.
I know.
Thank you.
I have brought back Ziploc baggies of sand to the
Right.
house, haven't I?
I can't wait to inherit them.
Well, one of my favorite photos of you two is at the beach. You took the photo of your mom at Jacksonville. She was jumping straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Great shot.
I can still jump.
Yeah, great shot, great shot. What are you learning now about photography? Things changed there? Have you learned more this year?
Well, it's just completely different. You know, I was doing commercial and like they were trying to stress the fine art aspect, and I'm like, I'm not like that. My mind doesn't work that way. You know, I want to do like journalism and I want to tell stories. And so, you know, they stripped me down, and I was in the most basic photo class, and that's what it was. Every week a different assignment, and you go out and you had to produce, you know, X amount of images at least, and then you could only show one good shot as opposed to 8. You know, and
so
it was
you have
hard.
to choose that shot.
Yeah.
That has to be the shot.
And you
that
have to
makes
represent what your, you know, category or subject or event, whatever it was. Like you have to most accurately represent it in one image, and that was really tough for me at first. You know, so.
Now, what about the Kentucky Derby? What kind of photos do you think have been taken at the Kentucky Derby?
Well, I definitely think, well, it's obviously an athletic event, so it's a little bit more of a stretch for someone like me. Like, I like to do personal stories and things like that, but I'm sure that you could still get really great stories from the people that are there, and all you'd have to do is
And can
mingle
you
and
imagine
talk.
when there's that shot where that winning horse goes down and breaks a leg? Can you imagine
She
doing
went
a
to,
shot like that?
She went to a rodeo and did some photos.
Yeah,
And
that
she
was
said
like
that
one of
was
my
fun.
first assignments there.
Well, tonight there's going to be a rodeo up in Copper Basin, and I said if the weather permits and if timing's right, I'm going to try to go there for just a little bit and take some pictures. We were watching the parade we did Christmas, and some of the horses were in it, and I said, oh, that reminds me, there's a rodeo. That's a great place to do photography because you get the person with the animal. That's pretty cool, isn't
And
it?
I mean, there's a lot of action going on. You've got the intensity before, after, and during while they're riding, while they're getting ready to ride. You've got the interaction amongst each other, the competition and everything.
The clowns.
And there's some really
Yeah.
cool people that you can just meet. Like I met this one guy, and he was a paralyzed former cowboy. He's been paralyzed for like 25 years now, and it had impaired his speech and things like that. But he still went to all of these local rodeos because he loved
Was
it
he
that
paralyzed
much.
riding?
Yeah,
Wow.
he was. He was trampled.
Oh, wow.
Fell
Isn't
off
that
and it's
something?
just trampled him. And that was it.
Well, it's so good to have you home. We haven't seen, we
know.
got to go to lunch one day. Thank you, Peking Garden. Great lunch. We got to hang out a little bit. Your mom's got to see more of you than I have. But you've been busy at the florist, and we have to say condolences and many prayers go out to Teresa Edwards. She has worked with us for many, many years. She lost her dad this week. So sweet, sweet girl. And same thing to Nick. Nick and his papa were very, very close. So it's going to be tough. But
Yeah, because he was with him all the time.
all the time, all the time. So that is so hard when that grandfather who was the part of the family that holds it, you know.
Right.
It's tough, it's tough.
Yeah.
Now, you've spent some time with your dad. Have you reprimanded your dad for not teaching you German when you were little? Because you did great with grades, but German was hard to ace, wasn't it?
It was the grammar threw me off, you know, learning
Which
the
is
vocabulary,
amazing.
no problem. The grammar and sentence structure, it was rough. It was rough.
And your
she
daddy
is
speaks
German.
fluent
Yeah.
You know, she's half German, and the kid is struggling in German class. It's really sad. I have told him off many
yes,
times
about
in
it.
her 21 years of life because she should be fluent by the time she was
Right,
2.
right.
You know.
I'm jealous of people that are bilingual. I really am
Yeah,
because I'm
yeah.
like, I had that opportunity too. It just passed me by.
Well,
Yeah.
I took 2 years of Spanish. I made B's, but I didn't get it. I did not get it.
¿Cómo está?
Yeah, muy bien, gracias. Okay.
There's your Spanish lesson for today.
That's it. That's all you're going to get. But I remember not feeling comfortable with it. Now, are you feeling comfortable with the German?
I do if I'm talking to like people in my class, and then I go talk to my dad, and he just corrects my pronunciation and sentence structure, and I'm like, all right, never mind.
Never mind.
It's just too embarrassing to be wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I like to be right, and it's hard.
Now, if you go to Germany,
So-
can you visit with your relatives now and
I think I
talk
could
to
definitely
them?
do a lot better now.
Good,
For
good.
sure. And I could pick up, like, whenever we would have the audio exercises and we would have to translate what they were saying, I got that. I've been doing that for 21 years.
Because
trying
Oma-
to piece it together.
Well,
so I
Oma
got
would
that.
forget that you weren't
Yeah.
German, and she would speak to you in German, wouldn't
Oh,
she?
that was some of our
yeah.
biggest battles because she would look straight at my face and speak to me in German. And I wouldn't answer.
Because
I'd just smile. And she was like, Angela, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Mariana,
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Say it again in English.
Okay, when you go back, you're working and you're doing are you going to do some summer classes?
No, I decided to
Take a
off.
break, yeah.
It was intense. It was a big transition for me, and I decided that I just kind of wanted to work as much as possible so that I don't have to work as much in the fall.
Well,
It's
I
hard
don't
to
know if
juggle
you
it,
know
too.
this, but where you are, I think you have noticed this. The economy in the basin, 76% unemployment. In Kentucky, 89% unemployment.
Yes.
You were lucky enough to
believe
find a job, but not a great job, but a job. How hard is it for people? 89% unemployment. That is incredible.
I think ultimately, everyone thinks that I hate to say this, but sometimes you do have to lower your expectations and work just to be working.
Right.
Is that better than feeding off the government? I like to think so.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, it's not a glamorous job. It's definitely a job for a college student, and even people with degrees that had full-time jobs that got laid off have come back, and
Right.
and I'm working with them now. So sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and do what you have to do in order to get through it.
Right.
Right.
And then when things stabilize, when things
And they
get better,
will, yes.
come on now, then you can, seize a better opportunity.
Right.
But right now, I think I think it's a hard thing to swallow your pride and just accept that, you have to do what you have to do. So
Any job is better than no job.
That's right.
exactly.
That's right.
That's why I'm not.
Well, I know there are
leaving or
days
anything,
that you
but-
were ready to walk
well,
out the
yeah.
door because we'll
yeah.
tell you she is a waitress in a
Yes.
place where the economy is terrible.
Yes.
And sometimes 7, 8, 10 people leave no tip.
Right.
Well,
Zero tip.
me, her
Please
grandmother,
tip
her
your-
grandmother would be throwing the plate at them.
I know.
People don't believe me, and I wish I could make this up. I wish that I could say to you, "Oh, yeah, everyone tips me. I'm making a great living. I've had tables that, and honestly, I don't think it's anything to do with me. I think it's that, if you can't afford to go out and tip, don't go out.
Right.
And I say
You
that
know,
all the time.
It's not the service. It's
Right.
just.
And people
don't
need
do
to
it.
understand that waiters and waitresses don't make anything per hour. Their money, their
Yeah.
income is based on
Tips.
their
Right,
tips.
right.
And if they're worthy of it,
Right.
then tip accordingly.
Right.
And if you've done that job, you've done that job.
I've done it. I
Many
know.
years.
Oh, yeah.
I did that job, and now she's doing that job. It's a physically, mentally challenging job.
It is.
And you need to be tipping accordingly. Now, if you get a bad one, okay, drop
Hey.
the penny and leave.
No, don't even do that.
Just do
You
10%
know.
then in that
Well,
case.
it's,
Right.
it's
because
worth something to have your table cleaned off. And sometimes
Yes.
the waitress gets flustered and it's tough. But I know, and I've told your dad this, find out how much she makes a weekend and I'll send her a check. Don't make her work under those working conditions. And he said, Nanny, that's not fair. She needs to learn. And you have learned a lot working in this economy, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do.
And you're doing great. You're doing
I'm
great.
trying to. I'm
Okay,
trying to do
grade
well.
average is
3.5.
3.5. That's okay. That's okay.
3.5.
Yeah.
It was
That's
a tough
okay.
semester.
Yes, it was.
transition.
And
Well,
the
last
German-
year she was a 4.0.
4.0, that's right.
But it's
to,
okay.
to transfer from one school to another, and,
lost
and
a
to
lot of
move,
time.
you lost a lot of time.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a 2-year senior.
Well, that's okay.
But,
That's
yeah.
okay. That's okay. But right now we're going to take a break, and we're going to go to, this weekend I try to do day trips, and I did this awesome day trip to Hurricane Mills to see Miss Loretta Lynn. I'm going back in September. I
Don't
would
rub
love
it
for you
into
to
her.
go. I would love for you to get to go. Now, have you enjoyed the CD we bought you?
I have.
Isn't
I've been
it
playing
awesome?
It over and
Isn't it
over.
awesome? Okay, Miss Loretta, 3 generations, we all love her. That's sort of unusual, but I always loved her. You came on board. Have you always liked her?
I've liked her since I saw Coal Miner's Daughter when I was 8 years old. Before,
Right.
I didn't know who Loretta Lynn was. But after I saw that, I
Right.
remember watching it in our living room at 8 years old. And I was like, well, I kind of like that.
Yeah, and Cissy Spacek did such an incredible job. Didn't she
did.
win an Academy Award
Yeah.
for it?
She
I hope
won
so.
something.
I think she did. Yeah, I
hope
think
so.
she did. And I said, after being there and seeing the big photos on the wall of Loretta and Doolittle, Tommy Lee Jones was
Yeah.
dead on right for him.
Yeah.
It was the perfect thing. So I'm going to encourage y'all. We went up I-24 and picked up 64 West. Very, very easy trip, but it is very much like being in the farmlands of
Yeah.
America. It's like being in Missouri and Kansas and
Right.
Iowa. flat, a lot of fields planted, a lot of silos, a lot of farmers on
A
tractors.
lot of picture opportunities.
Just a wonderful, that's what I was going to tell
Especially
you.
if you've got like those golden sun rays shooting through the clouds.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's not a
beautiful.
guarantee, but if you can get it,
Oh, yeah.
get it.
Well, as we approached 64, we just kept seeing all this flat land, and I said, this is like being in the middle of America. So for a very short trip, I think it's like 260 some odd miles, you can go to Hurricane Mills, you can spend the day there, you can see her concert. There'll be another concert there in September, but weekly, her ranch has other concerts. Not her, she's only there twice a year.
How can you get a schedule for that?
Go online to lorettalynn.com. But we're going to show you my day trip from last weekend. We went to Buford Posters Museum, and I encourage you, please do that too. You know, it's
I
a
need
$5.
to rewatch that movie because it's been years and years and
Yeah.
years since I've seen that, and I really can't pull any memory of it, you know.
I remember when his wife was killed, and I remember being in this home and thinking this was their life. It has the shag carpet, but it's only $5. So if you can, if you can muster up the gas money and then have the time, go to Buford Puster's house first, and then you cut up north and go to Loretta Lynn's.
And that's a good family trip
It's
or
awesome.
or a couple trip because you've got all that driving time to just talk.
To
you know?
or listen to
And-
great music. Yeah,
And how
yeah.
often do we have time where we're just put together where we can just talk?
Right.
You know, I love to be in the car with her because that's time when we could talk.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So.
Well, right now we are going to go. This is just a short DVD that I did of the photos
It's so
of last
good.
weekend. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. The what's not working? Well, we can't get the DVD to play. I don't know what's wrong.
I know, and it was so
Okay,
good.
well,
I saw it.
you may get to see it again. Well, and I played it all night. So.
I know.
Okay, well, let's go to the community calendar. Dad, burn it.
I know.
I had hoped y'all could see this because it will encourage you to make this short trip. It's about a 4.5-hour trip. It is well worth the drive. Get online and go to lorettalynn.com.
I'm wondering how far it is from Vic.
It's
It's
about,
like an hour from Nashville, and
yes.
Nashville's about 50 minutes from me.
we figured about
So,
2 hours we
yeah.
could cut up
So
through
we
the country.
could meet you there.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah, wow.
absolutely.
I mean, I get the better end because it's a shorter drive.
That's right.
Right.
Well, right now we are going to go to the community calendar, and I have a birthday too. Michael Thomas, maybe 46 years old. Happy birthday on June the 4th. If you haven't called in your birthday drawings, please do that. We will include you. There's your bucket. You've got the bucket over there. Let's go to the community calendar, and if you have events coming on, please let us know about it, and we'll be glad to include it in the community calendar. We are back. We are back, and they are still messing with my DVD. And Dad Burnett, I wanted to share my weekend in photos. It was one day. It was only a one-day trip, and anybody can do it. Now, we've been talking about one-day trips. Did you recently make a one-day trip to Mississippi?
There's a week.
It was an 8-day trip.
Yeah.
Okay, how long did it take you to get there?
It took us, what, about 6 hours? About 6 hours.
How
to
fast
drive.
did you drive?
Well, once I got in Alabama, we headed about 90.
You were headed to see somebody pretty special,
Yes,
weren't
I
you?
was. Yes,
Now,
I
let's
was.
talk about your husband and your son are both serving the military.
Yes, ma'am.
What in the world? How do you deal with that?
Well, this is my rock right here, Brianna. She holds me together. On the days that I fall apart, she's like, Mom, you're losing it.
And there are days that you will lose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you don't get an email, if you hear on the news that there's been somebody hit, or, you know, this week we lost a soldier in Dalton.
Yes,
Did you know that?
I do.
And that's the thing. You don't ever want to get that call.
Right.
You don't ever want to get that call. How old is your husband?
35.
Okay, at 35, how long will he be in?
Well, he signed a 6-year contract, so he has 4 more years to go with the
4 more
Guard.
years. Okay. Will he be able to retire at 40?
I think he has about 8 years before he can retire, so he'll have to stay in 8 years.
That's not long, you know.
No,
for
I know,
retirement.
I know.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome, and retiring from the military is great benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he made a wise decision.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Now let's talk about the fire department. Was he involved in that before he went to
Oh, yeah,
Afghanistan?
we've been with the fire department since 2004.
She's one of those tough cookies. She's a firefighter also. And I think that rocks.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
so cool.
Yeah.
Now, why are you involved in the Hinton Volunteer Fire Department? I know its history, and I know how much y'all have saved folks on insurance ratings. I know you've really worked hard.
Well, the main reason that me and Sean got involved was Ryan. He's wanted to be a firefighter since he was 6 years old, and so we
Really?
always told him when he got old enough to do it that we would do it with him.
Uh-huh.
And when we
How
moved out on the
amazing.
West End, he was like 14. Yeah, he was 14. And we went out there and told him we want to join. And
Wow.
so it was Ryan that
Now,
got
how
us
much
in.
training have you done? How much when you go and you say, we want to join, and then they put you through what?
Well, we meet every Tuesday night, and you know, we do basic training and stuff. I had to go through a Mod 1 class. That was pretty exciting. And most of the training I've had, though, is EMS related, and that's what I do. I work for Pickens County EMS.
Okay.
That's good.
That's my job. And
Talk about these heavy, bulky outfits that you have.
Oh,
90
they're
seconds to put
miserable.
on. Yeah.
you know, the Christmas story where the little boy's all bundled up and he can't move, that's exactly what you feel like. You
But
just-
you need all that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, can you still feel the heat? You just, or
It,
does it
yeah,
heat protect
it
you
gets
also?
hot. It gets hot, for sure.
Now, once a year, y'all do a fundraiser, don't you?
Yes, we do.
In
Our
October?
bingo, yes, ma'am.
And that's pretty much how you've paid for everything out there?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
It's been amazing how the community comes together.
Oh,
and I
it's-
might
it's
say some of
incredible.
the finest cakes in the world
Yes.
will
Yeah.
be at that fundraiser.
Yes, we do have a good cakewalk down
Oh, yeah.
there.
And barbecue, you do barbecue. And then I know the community has always stepped up to the plate and donated things for y'all to give away on the
Yes.
bingo.
Yes.
And then you usually do a big screen TV too, don't you?
Oh, my God.
Well, you know, one
Yeah.
year they did the Corvette.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was pretty fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, now who's your fire chief?
Jerry Edwards.
Jerry Edwards. And his young son is like your
Jason.
son.
Yeah,
He has been involved in firefighting since he was 1.
I know.
He has, and he loves it. Now, do you have a family of people? Are there a lot of families that several family members are involved in firefighting in Hinton?
Yeah, most all the people that volunteer with Hinton get a lot of support from their family.
And when you do fundraisers, do the wives step up to the
Oh,
plate,
yeah.
do cooking and things like
Yeah.
that?
Now, do you
great.
have to have any qualifications before you go there to become a volunteer firefighter, or
No,
will
you
they
can
train you
actually
from
train.
scratch?
Yeah, that's what I did. I walked in with nothing, and we joined in
Because
October.
I am interested in that, but I have like 0, and I have
Well,
blonde
I had
roots.
nothing. So
My mom will tell you. So,
I joined in October, and they started an EMT class at Appalachian Tech in that following January, and the guys talked me into doing it, and so that's what I graduated October of '05, and I've been working with Pickens since then.
And what do you do for Pickens?
I'm an EMT, work on an ambulance.
Do you actually, that's what I was asking, do you actually go out on calls?
I do.
How hard is that when there's a fatality?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I won't lie. It
Yeah,
has its
yeah.
moments.
Yeah. Well, do you know Zach Petty?
Yes, I do.
Do you know that he was out on the call when his aunt died
Yes.
and his grandmother, you know, and I know y'all responded to that call
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
That has got to be one of the toughest days
It is.
ever.
It is. And living in a small community like
know
Pickens,
everybody.
you're going to
Yeah.
run people that you know and,
Yeah.
and family.
Now, do you work 24-hour shifts?
I did until Sean and Ryan left, and now Pickens has put up a day truck, a Monday through Friday truck, and I work on it so that I can be home at
So
night
it's
with
easier.
Brianna.
Yeah. Now, how old are you? 12. Is it tough to be at home taking care of mom? Yes. Yes.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Somebody's got to take care of her. Somebody's got to take care of her.
Now, I heard yesterday on the news they were talking to a wife of her spouse was gone over, and he was saying, he was also interviewed, that when he was sent out on a mission, he wouldn't tell her until he came back from the
Right.
mission.
Right, yeah, there's so
Because
much that they
he
can't tell.
said, you know, for safety reasons, and then also because he found that at first when he could tell her, he would tell her and she would worry more for those however long days, you know, and so he found that it's just better to say, you know, well, I won't have any phone contact right now, or we're traveling
Yeah.
or something, and then when he came back, he would phone her and tell her.
Or he
Right.
could
that,
say,
you know.
gosh, honey, this computer's not working.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, talk about your son. He's at Fort Benning now. Is he in basic training?
He is. He just left this week.
Infantry?
Yes, ma'am.
Tough job.
Uh-huh.
That is one of the hardest. Where do you think he'll be deployed?
I'm sure he will.
How old is he?
He just turned 18 in March.
Wow.
And he is taller than a beanpole.
He is tall.
How
He is
tall is he?
6'4".
Oh,
I was
wow.
going to say like 6'4" or 5".
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
volunteered.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, that's the cool thing about this military today is all volunteer. And I said, after 9/11, I think we saw patriotism just rise to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
We saw, we went to Marietta Diner last night, and we saw a soldier there, and if I could have caught his dinner before, I would have done like you do and paid
Yeah.
for his dinner, because
Right.
we just have such a respect for the men and women that go into the military. I mean, they protect us, and
Right.
you know, I know that a lot of people don't agree with us being over there right now and stuff, but you know, we're being protected.
Right.
And those people
And
are
I want to make a
wonderful.
statement about that. We don't want to be over there. Do we want them over here? No.
Right.
No. So we're over there.
That's
and
right.
that's it. So, you know. Now, let's talk about your husband being 35 years old, and there is, what rank is he?
He's an E5 sergeant.
Okay, so is he in charge of some of the younger guys?
He is.
Does he feel a responsibility to
Yes.
them?
They're like
Does
his
he carry
children.
that heavy on his chest?
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
A lot.
Now, we're going to show some photos. Will you kind of walk us through these? We've got them loaded.
Okay.
And let's see, I don't know if their husband firefighting, are there some of your son possibly?
Yeah, I know there's one of Ryan in
Okay,
turnout gear.
okay, so let's go to the photos and let's see how they came out.
That was me.
There you are. Yes, you look like R2-D2.
Yes, that was my very, and there's Sean.
There's Sean, okay. Where was
Was
he
that on
then?
a plane?
Yeah,
Looked
that was
like it was on a
the,
plane, yeah.
and that's Sean and actually Jacob.
Uh-huh.
And that was me when I came out of my very first
Wow.
training
Talk
fire.
about
Did you get an
claustrophobic.
adrenaline rush?
Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's your husband?
Yeah, those are some pictures that he has sent us.
Big
Now,
gun.
that's from Afghanistan?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
And that's his little group that he's
Uh-huh.
with.
Uh-huh.
Now they travel together
Charlie
everywhere?
Troop. Yes, ma'am. This is back to our training fire.
Now, where's your husband based out of?
Dalton.
Dalton, okay.
And that's Sean. We were doing a public safety day at Hill
Your
City
son
School.
is so handsome.
Yeah. That is so funny.
Look how tall
And that was
boy
when we
is.
left Camp
My
Shelby.
goodness,
Yeah.
my goodness, he is a tall boy.
He is a tall
18
drink
years
of water.
old.
Yes,
Wow.
ma'am.
He's like, yes, Daddy.
Yes.
Look down at
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Well, you know,
And that's
we
Ryan
want to
right
share your husband's address and let people send him packages and letters. Do you have his APO?
I don't have it on me right
Okay.
now, but
Will
I
you
can
get it to us so
I
we can
can.
share his address? Because the one thing
sure
about
can.
being there, a package from home means a whole lot,
It
doesn't
does. It does.
Yeah.
So we want to ask people from Pickens County especially to send him packages, to send him little goodie boxes,
And they would
to send him
appreciate it.
even a card and well wishes.
Yeah.
Now, when will he get to actually come home?
He gets was it a 14-day pass in September? He'll come home in September for 14 days.
Okay.
And then go back, and they actually come back to the States in February of 2010.
Okay.
So when he gets that 14-day pass, it doesn't count, the time doesn't start ticking until he hits American soil,
I
right?
think so.
Okay, because I know sometimes when they're coming over, it takes them days to get here.
Yeah, it took them
So-
altogether about a week when they
Wow.
left Camp Shelby to actually get
Yeah.
into Afghanistan,
Yeah.
because they had to go through Germany and Russia and
Yeah.
different checkpoints.
I know when he comes home, you're just going to want to squeeze him to
Oh,
death.
yes.
What does he share with you in his emails? Is he positive and upbeat?
At times, when they had the incident where, you know, we had some wounded soldiers, that was kind of tough on them.
Yeah.
And there's so much that they can't talk about.
Right. He's Army?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, you know, you've got two of them to deal with. I don't know how you're doing it. I truly, I can't even say.
know.
I
I
can't
admire
even
you.
imagine what you're doing. But
So your son must really, really look up to his dad.
He does.
And that,
He really
that's so
does.
wonderful for an
Yeah.
18-year-old in this day and time.
oh,
To
yeah.
have that much smarts to him, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
to want to be a firefighter and then to want to go into the military, that's awesome. Y'all have done a great job with him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll want a career military? Do you think
He
your son
actually
will?
wants a career firefighter, and
Wow.
he's hoping that he can get training through the military
That would be
to
nice.
be a firefighter. Yeah.
That sounded like a bomb just went
I
off
know.
here, y'all. That was not a bomb. That was
Live TV.
Maybe they're picking up our trash today. I don't know. But if you heard that, it was not a bomb. It was Karen. And Karen, I need to talk to you before you leave. We have an email lost in cyberspace we've been trying to get for days. Thank you so much for being here. And we
Yes,
want to
thank you.
encourage people to join the volunteer fire departments
Oh,
in your
yes,
area.
definitely.
And you said you went to school to be an EMT. How long were you in school?
It was 9 months.
So
I think
easy,
now it's
yeah.
a 12 months class.
Is there always a need for that? Are there still job openings for EMTs?
There really is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a good career.
Now, what about the volunteer firefighter? Are there always opening spots for that because you are volunteer, and then when there is
Oh, yeah,
a
the more
fire,
the
there's
merrier,
not
because
necessarily
calls come
people
out at different
available?
times, and you know, when you're volunteer, you have people who work, and you know, sometimes your schedule may be different than somebody else's,
Right.
and you can run calls and do things when other people can't.
So how
there's
does it
always-
work as far as responding to a fire when you have this little community of volunteer firefighters? Do you hear every call and then it's who can respond?
Pretty much, yeah. You get a radio when you join. Like at Hinton, our policy is, you after 90 days of training with them, you get a radio in your gear, and you can start running calls on your own. And
Now, are we friends on Facebook?
Yes, we are.
You're calling it Facebook? It's Facebook.
Yes, we are Facebook.
Y'all need to
friends.
join us because you can follow Tina's husband's career.
Yes.
And that would be a good way. Could you share his address that way?
I can actually.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so y'all check out Tina
Facebook.
Hancock on Facebook, and you can get his address and send him a package, send him a card, send him a letter.
Yeah.
Thank you so
And then when her
much for
son's
being
gone,
here.
I'm sure while he's
That's
in
right.
basic training, after he gets over that, he's gonna want some encouragement
And it
too.
runs height and size. That boy gonna need a lot of goodie packages. He's gonna need a lot of goodie packages.
He's got a big tank to fill.
He does. We're going to take a break right now and go to the weather. We'll be back shortly with ETC's Employee of the Week, Ashley. Now, sometimes you see a little glimpse of Ashley. Sometimes you never see her. She's behind the scenes. But you'll get to talk to her and just learn a little tiny bit about what it's like to be in charge on this show some days.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Now, you have just enjoyed an original song written by a local group.
Yes.
If you can call me at 866-939-2329 and tell me the lady's name who wrote that song,
Her voice is very distinct.
very distinct, and
Yes.
the name of the group who performs that song, I'm going to give you something today. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to give you, but I'm going to give you something.
Well, they
So
can't read it if they can
call
see
me
what
at
we see.
866-939-2329. Now, usually the lady sitting to my right is answering the phones. Miss Ashley, you're answering the phones. You have to be nice to people no matter how rough they are to you,
is
right? Well, right now, we've got somebody on the phone who wants to talk to me. I hope they're going to be nice. Do you think they will?
I think so.
Okay, who's on the phone?
Hi, Cherie. First off, I am not a man. I got a bad sore throat.
You do. Who is this?
My name's Jeannie Hedrick.
Okay, and what do you want to talk about?
I love your show. I watch you all the time, and I've never got to meet you. And I don't want to hurt you. I'm not being mean or nothing. I need my own business, but I want to say you something.
What?
And don't be mad at me.
Okay.
Grandma don't mean no harm. Your show's great, your guests are great, and you're a wonderful lady, but it ain't none of my business. But you really need a haircut. I'm so sorry.
Haircut.
I shouldn't have done you, Howell. I'm so sorry. I jumped the gun. I'm so
No, I
sorry.
think that is so funny because we've been talking about my 70s hairdo. I love it.
I'm glad you're laughing instead of cussing me out.
I love it. I love it. You know what?
That is funny.
You know what? We have had about 4 different beauticians who said, I want to do your hair, I want to do your hair. I've used the same beautician for 35 years. It ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna
Really?
change. No.
Okay, that's
no.
fine.
It ain't
Even
gonna
here
change.
lately, she's been letting me get a hold of it and try to.
We have been trying to
but
straighten it. We've been trying all kinds of
Yeah.
things. That is so funny. But I said it's like Monica Kaufman. I turned the TV on to see what kind of hairdo she's got
Oh my
today.
gosh! Did you see her last night?
Yes,
it was scary.
I did. Yes, I did.
It was really
I
scary.
am not getting a haircut, so
Oh.
you can just suck it up and suffer. I'm sorry.
I know it. I knew I'd jump at the gun. I'm just...
You know
It's
about.
not gonna be
I'm one of
cut.
them people that ask a million questions.
It's funny because I had my hairdo for 20 years
Oh, yeah.
that I had before.
Oh, yeah.
And my daughter, before she went to college, she was just like Vic said, "Mama, it is time for a
That is funny.
makeover."
Hey,
And
listen to this about my haircut.
Uh-huh.
I look like a butch, and
Uh-uh. Well, I am not going to get mine cut. Sorry.
I love my short hair.
Mine's as short as it will ever be. I will tell you that.
My husband, I guess, and shave it, but just to leave part of the hair. Real we was both looking in the mirror, trying to figure out whose was the shortest. A friend of ours had to judge it.
Oh, Lordy. Well, mine is as short as it will ever be, and that's the end of that story. Thank you for calling.
Well, I'm glad.
I know. If you
I'm
knew
glad
her,
I made you laugh.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
funny. It's funny. We talk about my hair every day. So.
if you,
Okay.
All
honey.
right. Bye, darling. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye. Ashley, you're sitting here with hair as long as mine was when
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
started going to
say.
the beauty shop.
I will
Yeah.
never cut
We
it.
have a winner on the contest, too. Gail Russell knew that the Barker brothers and Angie Barker wrote that song.
And they
We're
get-
giving her a Angie Barker T-shirt.
this
A
is what you
T-shirt.
win. Yeah.
Now, my hair was that long when I started going to Pam.
I know.
And-
I was
and
gonna say, if you knew my mama before, her
I
hair was
sat
long.
on my hair,
Yeah.
and I walked in one day and I said, I want my hair cut. And she said, where is JS? And I said, what does that mean?
Is he dead?
She said, I'm not going to cut your hair without his permission. Today, nobody is going to tell me what to do with my hair.
I know.
I hear you.
So, now, do you have long hair because you love it?
Oh, yes, I love it.
Yeah.
I tried to cut it once, and that was just, that
Well,
was
she
enough.
cut mine in 6-inch increments, and I remember thinking, I've had this hair forever.
I
you know?
remember when you first got the big cut, you had to wear it in a bun on your head for like forever because
A
JS
year.
did not know.
No,
and
no.
Mama kept saying, God, the bobby pins are just getting to my nerves, you know, because she would just
I
put
had
it
a
in a little
headache all the
bun.
time, yeah.
The
And
first time we cut my hair, we had to do it in short increments so my daddy wouldn't notice when I was
Yeah.
younger.
yeah, but it was
Yeah.
funny because you hid that from him for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah, and then
A long
finally
time.
she let her hair down and it
And
didn't
he
really
went,
go.
what happened to your hair? And I said, I cut it a year ago.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
hard to hide for somebody that
it
you live
is.
with.
Yeah, it is. Now, do you have headaches from all that long hair?
No, actually, no. I have really, it's actually not as thick as it looks, so
Mine
it's not
was
real
very,
heavy.
very thick and hard to dry. So when
Yeah,
I
it
decided
was.
to cut, I just cut. Now, somebody did tell me the other day, and this is funny, they saw my hair and they said, oh my gosh, I don't know who colors your hair, but it looks so natural. Well,
Somebody asked me the other day, has your mama
1-800-GOD.
highlighted right here or something? And I
No.
said, no, that's just.
I woke up with
That's
it
the
this
way
way.
it is.
So
Yeah.
it may be my lifestyle. You have seen my lifestyle
Oh,
in
yes.
17 months. I'm on the run.
You are.
Being what you do, you work here in the mornings, but then you're running with a camera a lot of times in the
Yes,
afternoon,
ma'am.
aren't you?
Yes.
Now, you came to McKaysville this Monday, and
Yes.
you got to see our community meal. Have you got that piece ready yet?
Not yet. It'll be ready for the Tuesday edition of the news.
Okay.
Weren't you amazed at the people up there?
It was great.
Yeah,
It was
y'all,
really cool.
Y'all came after the crowd, but that was the day we got the $1,000 gift
Donation,
from Sue
yeah.
Taylor and her friends. The community you serve, you go from Turtletown to Ball Ground. Have you seen stories in this area that you will take with you someday and say, man, I'm so glad I covered that story?
Oh yes, definitely. I cover a lot of like philanthropic things, like all kinds of like charities and different events like that, and it's always just great to see how people want to help others.
Right, right. And I said that's, I think, my favorite thing about this job. We are able to do that. We are able to show up. We're able to help raise money. We're able to help do anything. And I said, I'm like the biggest, I think we ought to all get together and clean out our closets. I've given away a ton of clothes lately, and every time I see somebody wearing them, I smile because
Yeah.
I think, you know, I didn't wear those, and it helped everybody. Little things we can do.
Yeah.
Little things we can do.
Definitely.
Now, are you going to get married soon?
Yes.
I heard that.
Probably within the next year. Just depends on when we come up with our little chunk of wedding money. But we're gonna have Elvis marry us in Las Vegas.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Wow.
Angela went to Las Vegas for her honeymoon.
Oh,
The
cool.
second one.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was so wonderful.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited
Yeah.
about it. I want to have young, attractive, pretty Elvis marry us.
Right,
Then-
right. The 69 Elvis or 68, which year
Yes.
was it? Yeah.
Now,
We're gonna have to
did-
shop around.
And
did
I
your
would want him in the
fiancé
black
like
leather.
Elvis?
Yes, he's not the hugest Elvis fan. He's more of a Beatles man, which
Uh-huh.
I'm actually more of a Beatles girl too. But we like Elvis a lot, and we think it'll just
That
be the
is
cool
so
Vegas
neat.
classic
Oh,
thing
yeah.
to do.
I would love that. You know, so many people put thousands of dollars into a wedding, and it's your moment.
But
you
it's
know,
for
but
other
it's so
people.
much money.
yeah.
And that's like, to me, it's a show. It's
Yes.
a photo op.
Yes.
You know, and
It
to
is
me,
a great
And it goes
photo
by so
opportunity.
know.
fast. People say it goes by so fast you don't get to enjoy all that money you
exactly.
spent.
So to me, what you're doing is
That
the
makes
better
so much
way.
sense.
Right, and we're actually,
You
we're
know?
going to take a road trip. We're going to go and we're going to see the Grand Canyon. He's never been out west before, so
Yeah.
we're going to see the Grand Canyon.
It's
we're going to drive up the
huge.
coast of California
that'd
and
be awesome.
all the way to Oregon, I believe. So
Oh,
it'll
wow.
So
That
neat.
will be
So neat. Now, you
fantastic.
came on board here about the same time I did.
be great. Sure did.
And 17 months later, nobody's dead here yet. We're, we're still doing
We
our
still
thing.
have jobs.
We're
good.
still alive. There are days when live TV goes crazy. If you're
Yes.
sitting in the booth and it's all going crazy, do you think, oh my gosh, what are we going to do now? Do you ever panic?
I used to a little bit, but usually, we usually have a good director that has things under control. We just kind of take a deep breath and then try to figure it out as fast as we can.
And we are live TV. And
Yes.
my biggest stickler is misspell words.
Oh, yes.
And you know how I have fussed about
Yes.
misspell words. And sometimes I know when people call in, you can't understand what they say because, like the other day, June Thacker won something and it was on the screen as June Packer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting here and I know June Thacker and I'm thinking, no, that's not right. That's June Thacker.
know.
So sometimes.
But it is hard to hear people. I
is.
will
It
defend
is.
that.
Yeah.
It
What
is
was funny
hard.
though is I even had her spell it for me, and then I still
You got it wrong. You got it wrong. Well, I think we're getting a lot of what we do right. And I think we are evolving to be better. And I told Adam this, your name's on this show.
Yes.
His name's on this show. Somebody's responsible for what we do. So at the end of the day, when I submit these for tellies, you better hope it's right. So we'll win a tellies. That's the whole point. We want to produce a fun show.
Yes.
But we want it to be right. And it's been hard. There have been days, Roger speaks so softly.
Oh.
I have a very hard time hearing him sometimes.
Yeah.
And if there's any noise in the control room, I can't hear him at all. And I'm sitting here going, I have no idea what that young man just
know.
said, so that's the tough part of it.
We miss Hans in our ear, but we love Kevin.
Oh, we miss Hans in our ear
Yeah.
big time. But Kevin is doing a #1 job.
Yeah, I like
He is
Kevin.
doing a great job. Now, to work in there, you have this environment. You have to be focused, and you have to know
Yes.
what you're doing. You have to spell. Did you go to college? Did you know anything about this when you got here?
Actually, no. I was just brought on. They said we need a part-time employee, and I just kind of learned as much as I could in the time that I've been
I was
here.
going to say, who died so you got a job?
Yeah.
This company is just so hard.
Now, are any of the kids in the booth today, are any of them going to college to be in television?
I don't believe so. I'm not sure. I think Kevin may be going to college for communications. I'm not positive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
He said
Kevin
that's
is. That's
correct.
correct. He is. Now, what if I don't know if you watch many movies, but I was watching a movie the other day, and a man who had just done a DVD for me,
Yeah.
who works for Sony out of California, just did a DVD for us, and I'm sitting there watching this famous movie, and there's
know.
his name, and I said, "Whoa, he just
I
worked
know.
for me."
Wow.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. It
That
was
is
awesome. Can you
amazing.
imagine seeing you go further and
oh
going
yes,
to other?
that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Do you like the camera work?
I do. I like to do. I mostly like to do my news packages. I like because I have so much, flexibility. I can do the kind of shots that I want to do and that sort of thing.
Right.
And editing. When do you decide I'm going to throw it in the floor and leave it?
Never. I have to get it done. I like to meet my deadlines.
Yeah, and is it important to do, I know now everybody's on a budget, so we are, everything has to be timely. You can't waste time with editing. You got to
Definitely
get
not.
it and you got to get it right.
Yes.
Is that harder? Is there more pressure now?
Not really. I have my little formula that I kind of go by, and it's usually I try to make sure I have the exact footage that I need and things like that. So.
Good for you. Well, congratulations on the upcoming wedding. If
Thank
I were
you.
going to get married
know.
again, I would want Elvis to do it because I love
I
Elvis.
would too.
That
I
is
mean,
too
that's
cool.
awesome.
That is too cool.
That's awesome. I'd do a faux wedding just to have the Elvis experience,
Yeah.
Be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, right now we're going to take a break and we're going to go back to the weather. Today's weather is brought to you by Spivey's Body Shop for major frame repairs. Oh, we're going to go back to the community calendar. Yeah, we're going to have to go back to the community calendar. I forgot about that because we're bringing on some live music. You're going to hear some live music. There's going to be an awesome Bluegrass Festival here tomorrow on June the 6th. So today's weather was brought to you by Spivey's Body Shop for major frame repairs located at 143 Sailors Drive. We're going to do the
Can I
community
say a birthday real
calendar.
quick?
Yes.
Yesterday actually was the birthday of two of the most beautiful women that I've ever had the privilege to have as my friends. They're twins, Shelly and Gina,
Right.
which Gina Mullins now and Shelly Collis.
That's
they
right.
used to be Fax. And they are just beautiful inside and outside, and I want to wish them a happy birthday, but it was yesterday. So
Happy birthday to both
Gina and
of you.
Shelley, yeah.
Well, right now, let's go to the community calendar. And when we come back, you're going to meet a lady who is promoting, organizing, and working on a bluegrass festival here tomorrow. And then we're going to introduce you to some great bluegrass music. We're going to give away one more Barker Brothers t-shirt. And I hate to tell y'all, but the Barker Brothers haven't even seen their t-shirts yet, because guess who had them done? Duh. Barker Brothers, it says Heart-Driving Bluegrass from the mountains of East Tennessee. The Barker Brothers will be in Knoxville on Monday.
They're from Tennessee.
They're from Tennessee. They will be in Knoxville on Monday with a great opportunity at a famous radio station. So it is going to be an awesome day for them. Bluegrass is one of the musics I have now learned to appreciate. And when we come back, we're going to talk about that. Here we go. We are going to be live talking bluegrass music. Now, everybody out there, and I don't care what your opinion of music is, I didn't like bluegrass music for a while, but today I love it, I love it, I love it. I had to give it a chance.
The Barkers got in your heart and soul.
The Barker Brothers got in my heart and soul. And Mountain Heart, Barry Abernathy, goodness gracious, one of my favorite shows ever. Because if I ever get filthy rich, I'm going to buy Barry Abernathy's lead guy, and I just going to ride that boy around with me.
You've been saying that. If you ever win the lottery, you will do that.
I got to buy that boy. There's something about the new bluegrass. I love it. I love it. Now, talk about the concert this weekend, and first of all, introduce yourself.
Sure. Well, I'm Julie Aitchison, and along with my business partner, David Russell, we're Georgia Mountain Media Productions. And we're producing the festival this year, and it's the LJ Bluegrass Festival. This is the 6th year.
Right.
It's always been such a great success, and it's tomorrow afternoon at 2 in the afternoon.
Now, tomorrow afternoon, what's the weather going to be?
Beautiful.
It's supposed to be really pretty, yeah.
I hope so, because last year it was hot as Hades. Oh, it was hot.
I heard.
It was hot. Now, where is it going to be held?
At the Lions Club Pavilion.
Same place it's
Yep,
been?
same
Yes?
place,
Good,
same place.
good.
Yep.
Now, are you excited about the groups that you brought? Because this group sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Tell us about them.
This is Hardline Drive out of Detroit, Michigan. They're our headliners.
Do they know that we're Southerners?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Do they
love
know
us.
that most of the people watching them tomorrow will have eaten biscuits and gravy
Oh,
for
yeah.
breakfast? Okay.
Yeah.
Do they know about grits?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
Yes, most of them have Southern roots, as a matter of fact.
Good.
So, yeah.
Detroit, Michigan.
That's right,
Who would have
that's right.
thought the Motor City would like bluegrass music?
Oh, there's a lot of bluegrass music up there.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. a
Motor
lot.
City Josh, that we used to go watch all the time, he had a little bluegrassy feel to him sometimes in his music, and we absolutely loved him, and he was from Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
never have thought of that.
Yeah. I learned the history that during the Depression, when jobs were scarce down here in the mountains, people went up there to work in the car factories,
wow.
and so these people are their
Spread our Southern
descendants.
goodness up north.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is so cool.
Wow.
Okay, now talk about why are you involved in this? Did you
Well,
come on board this year, your first year?
Just a few months ago, so we've been working fast and furious. This has just been such a great event that ETC started, I guess 5 years ago. This has been
I
the
have
6th
sponsored
year.
it every year. So,
Oh,
yeah,
good for
every
you.
single year I was involved in sponsorship
Oh,
with our
yeah.
trucking company. So, and I did it because it was held at my husband's birthday, my late husband's. So I always did it in memory of him.
How
so.
nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
it's just grown and become such a successful event. ETC felt the need to hand it off this year to have some other folks handle it, and so that's what we're doing. We took it over in March, and
And you couldn't do it without sponsors?
Oh, no.
Let's talk
the
about
people
your
here have been the
sponsors.
sweetest things. Can I just go through the list and read off?
Absolutely.
I want to thank these folks. We couldn't do it without them. Whistle Tree Pottery down on the square, ETC, Cohutta Rustic Signs, Best Western Mountain View Inn, Graphic Innovations, Appalachian Portable Restrooms, Cohutta Pet and Feed, the Coke Distributors of Jasper, the Davis House Restaurant, Quiznos, Pilgrim's Pride, Logan's Funeral Home, Longhorn Steakhouse, and Banjo.com.
Yay.
Well,
Yeah.
it takes the community coming together to
Yes.
pull this off, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And this flyer was done by Graphic Innovations?
Down in
Yep.
Jasper. They've been
Beautiful
wonderful to
shot.
work with.
Yep, yep. There
that-
you go.
that is a
there you
nice
go.
flyer.
It is it's a beautiful flyer. Now tell me about the group you brought today.
Well, Hardline Drive is a more progressive bluegrass band, and we tried to mix it up in our roster, get some traditional folks, some progressive, some gospel, everything. So that
How
there's
did
something
you
for
find them if they're
everybody.
from Michigan?
I got to know them through the music industry. I've worked in this for a few years, first as a booking agent, and got to know them that way, booked them a little bit, and they're real good friends and just
So you've had a
fine
history
musicians,
together.
fine musicians,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Now they look like kids.
well,
To
How
us.
experienced are they? How experienced are they? They sounded great.
well, I know, for example, the banjo player has been in music for over 30 years.
Wow.
Maybe we need to play music so we'll look young
Look that
too.
young. Yeah.
Oh yeah, added together. These folks have been doing music basically all their
Uh-huh.
lives. They're professional musicians. This is
Wow.
what they do.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're going to let them sing a couple of songs. Have you heard
Great.
their choices?
Oh, I have.
And what do you think? A plus?
Absolutely.
A plus.
Love their music.
Now,
Yep.
it starts tomorrow at 2 and
Yes.
it goes until when?
We figure we'll wrap up around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice long day.
Are you going to do like we always did? We had some giveaways and some trivia questions. Are you going to be able to do things like that?
We don't really have much to give away this year. You know, we've gotten all kinds of great sponsorship, but we want to keep the schedule real tight and keep the
Okay.
music going.
Okay.
But one thing I do want to mention, because we wanted to make sure people were well fed, we just at the last minute were able to get a food vendor to come in. So if we really want people to go and visit their local restaurants for lunch,
Right.
and then you can bring a picnic supper, or else you can buy your food right there. We'll have Cokes and we'll have Quizno sandwiches there
Oh,
for
wow.
sale. So we don't want people to go hungry.
Yeah, I was
Right.
wondering
Yeah.
if you would have food.
Yes.
Okay, 2 to 10. That's about.
Yes.
That's a good evening. That's a good
Oh, it
evening. Now,
is.
what's the admission charge?
It's only $10,
Wow,
the price of a
that
movie
is
ticket.
great.
You can't beat
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of music.
Oh yes,
That's
a lot
right.
of music.
That's right. And the kids, 12 and under, free.
Oh, wow.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. Now, is it
Yeah.
going to be filmed?
ETC is going to be taping it, and they will show
To
it
edit
later on.
Good, good.
Yeah, so
good.
you'll definitely want to come out and hear it live.
Yeah, and bring your chairs because I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
tell you, bring your own chair,
That's
get
right.
comfy.
That's right.
Bring a cooler and
That's
hang
right.
out. Hang out
Absolutely.
the whole day. Now, what
Yeah.
is the lineup going to be? Are these guys the headliners?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so will they be on later in the day?
Yes, a little bit later on. And again, we try to mix up. We've got 2 other national bands coming in, Midnight Ramblers coming in from Virginia. And they're going to be playing, again, we're going to mix up the schedule a little bit. We're going to have Frankly and the Barn Cats coming in. A lot of people would know some of those guys from the Freight Hoppers. But one of the members, because it was his anniversary, bless his heart.
Good guy.
Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah.
it's just the 3 now, and they go under that name. So we know that they're going to draw a lot of folks too. They're out of North Carolina. Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, right now we're going to take a break, go to the community calendar for just a minute. When we come back, or let's go to the commercials.
Yeah.
We've got the Bargain Barn, Huff Drugs, and Papa's Pizza. Let's go to the commercials, and when we come back, we're going straight to music. I think I'm going to like this.
You
I
are.
think they have that sound that reminds me a lot of the guys
your
I
toe tap.
love, like
Yes.
Barry Abernathy and Mountain Heart. You know, bluegrass is one of those things you have to have that God-given talent because
Absolutely.
the banjo is one of those things you don't just pick that bad boy up and play it.
It's
do you?
tricky.
I
No,
love to watch
no.
people play that.
Yeah.
Right now, let's go to the commercials, and when we come back, you're going to get to hear Hardline Drive
Yes.
from Detroit, Michigan.
I know.
Do you think they brought a buyout package with them? Maybe. You know, the car guys really need your help. So we need to support these kids. They came in from Michigan.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, here we go. Music, music, music by Hardline Drive. Sit back and enjoy.
I saw you last night with another, and babe, I'm tired of being blue. You promised always that you'd love me, and it looks like you found somebody new. So now it's goodbye, have a good life. Tonight your baby's leaving you.
Wow, good
That
job.
was so
Okay,
great.
I found
Yes.
another bluegrass band I like.
Yes, that was
It is
awesome.
amazing how you widen your horizons because truly I did not like bluegrass, and now I'm a great bluegrass fan. They're great.
Their
They're
voices
great.
were incredible.
They are incredible.
Yeah.
I love, that's my kind of chick. She's over there dancing and singing in stiletto heels.
There you go.
Love, gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it.
I know.
It is awesome to have them here in LJ.
It
So we
is.
want to
It's an
encourage everybody to come out tomorrow.
Come
it is
and
at
see
the,
them.
Oh yeah. Bring your own chairs because I stayed a long time last year. Those seats get tiring. So bring your own chairs and hang out and be comfortable. It's under the pavilion so you can stay out of the sun. And, you know, do support our local restaurants. Go by and have a meal. And I've got to share something. And I told you we're going to take a break and go to some photos. A young man named Jason went to the beach this week. I only met him a few months ago, and he got to meet me, and he watches the show, and he was like, I got to meet Cherie Martin. So, and he didn't tell me I needed a haircut, so thanks, Jason. He brought me these shells, and we're going to show the photos of Jason at the beach. They take a trip once a year, and this was their once-a-year trip. There he is with his dad and Freddie, and they were at Myrtle Beach having a good day. Jason has Down syndrome, such a positive kid, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for my seashells. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right now, we're going to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow has to be a success because it's $10, it's local, and it's 6 years running. So people have come every single year. This year, you did bring different groups in. Can we go over the groups?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hardline Drive, Frankly and the Barn Cats, Midnight Ramblers. Where are they from?
They are from Virginia.
Okay.
Yes.
Blue Ridge Grass.
They're local.
I know them.
You know them.
Forever Blue.
Yes, they're from out in Winder.
Okay. And Carolina Bluegrass Boys.
Yeah, y'all should know those
Okay.
folks. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
most of these groups have most of them been here before?
Most of them have played here before.
Okay.
At least half of them have. Yes, absolutely. And in fact, people can also go onto our website and look at some clips of the bands, check out
Okay.
more of the details.
Okay.
If they're coming from far away, they can GPS it with the address on there, and that would be GeorgiaMountainMedia.com.
Okay. Now, $10 for a whole day. You can't
That's
beat
right.
it. You can't
No.
beat it. And we
And
do have
kids
some,
12 and under free, so
That's
make it
right.
a family day.
make it a family
It's
day.
a very
That's
good
right.
family day.
Yes.
Yes.
We want to encourage folks, go spend some local money, please.
Yeah.
Eat at our local restaurants.
right.
You said Quiznos will have food there.
That's right.
But this is a long day, so have lunch before.
Oh, yeah.
Hang out somewhere, you know, whether you go to Papa's Pizza, Pizza King, the Davis House. There's so many places.
Oh, yeah.
So many great places to eat.
Yeah.
Hang out and spend the day in LJ and come early and go down on the square. Have you ever
Oh,
been down on the roundabout?
Oh, I love it. I love
We have
it.
some great shops. We
Yeah.
have some great shops.
Yep.
So make it an LJ day.
That's right. That's
I
right.
do day trippers. This week, your day tripper is downtown LJ, guys.
right.
Not
How
far to
easy
go.
is that?
Not
No.
far to
right.
go.
How easy is that? And then go by the Dairy Queen and say, Judy, make me a Cherie Martin Blizzard. Cherie Martin Blizzard got me into a situation I'll stay in for a long, long time because I talked about these blizzards and they're really good. They're really good if you get it right. Now, sometimes one of the DQs didn't get it right, but they're learning. They're learning.
Right.
Try to stay local, guys. Spend the day in LJ tomorrow. It is a great town. We are fighting the economy.
Oh,
We've had
sure.
a lot of places
Oh, sure.
closed. We've heard a rumor that a new clothing store may be coming to town. We encourage people to stay here locally and shop when you
Absolutely.
can. It's been a tough year. It's been a very tough year.
Keep local people employed.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
and
right.
that's the thing. Now let's talk about you bringing in this group from Detroit. When they leave here, where will they go?
They will go to, I don't know what they're so busy, it's hard to keep track of their schedule, but they've got
But
a
how
full
fortunate
schedule.
that you could get them here.
I know.
I mean,
Well, they
that's
just got in
amazing.
at 1 this morning, so
Oh wow! So their eyes look like
you're
mine.
fortunate to get them here now.
And they sang like that and played like that, and they've had no sleep. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
Well, musicians are always on the road.
They're
so,
always on the
yeah,
road.
Yeah.
Right now, we are going to go to Rich Scott, and when we come back, we're going to today we're going off the air with them doing another song.
Great.
Do they have CDs available?
Absolutely.
Can we talk
Yes.
about their website?
Yes, hardlinedrive.com. They
Okay.
also have a MySpace.
Okay.
So you can check
Do
out
they have a
all of their music.
Facebook?
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, they do, as a matter of fact. They do.
On their MySpace, do you know, can you get little clips of your music on there?
Good.
Awesome. Yeah.
Good.
Lots of YouTube clips they have.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, right
Wow.
now let's go to Rich Scott and trading time. And Rich wouldn't trade me for nothing. Non-tradable, Cherie Martin. Let's do some
know.
quick birthdays because we're bringing more music on.
Yes, we have a 12-year-old Carissa Baxter on June the 7th. We have Jonathan Lawson, June the 14th. 3 years old from Patsy, which is your grandmother. Happy birthday, Jonathan. Clyde Bell is going to be June the 5th. And we don't have an age on Clyde, so he must be like me.
Yeah. And
And-
Jim Taylor, and I know you'll be at that bluegrass concert
72
tomorrow.
years young
Yes.
on June the 7th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're bringing us some more birthdays, so we're not going to draw yet, but I can tell you that the cake this week has been donated by the Food Line, number 1437 in Blue Ridge, Georgia. And every week we give away a cake. The bakeries locally donate these cakes to us. So remember that. If you are shopping locally, go buy from one of the folks who help us out with the birthday drawing. We've been doing this for 17 months now. So for 17 months,
Yeah.
somebody steps up to the plate every week
Every
and gives
week.
us a birthday cake. Right now, we're going to go back to some music because these guys are really, really good. Thank you very much for bringing them to town. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you for seeing that we might enjoy this. I think we're going to enjoy it. And, you know, we'll make this available to them, and you can see it on YouTube in the near future. We'll get them a copy of today's show.
YouTube, what a great
Can we get a
thing.
close-up of Stiletto over here? We are going to go back to Hardline Drive, and I'm going to ask a trivia question. If you can tell me where are they from, you're going to win my favorite group in bluegrass, the Barker Brothers T-shirt. Yay! So call us at 866-939-2329. We talked about it. I know you've paid attention, and
Yep.
I know we'll have a quick winner.
Where are they from? And then go see them tomorrow.
That's right. See them tomorrow. Right now, we're going to go back to music from Hardline Drive.
She pulled out a mobile in the pouring rain, moving through the darkness like a hurricane. From southern Gulfport waters to the Cumberland so green, Louisville by Nashville and all points in between. Handing out a rhythm, making up lost time, headed for that bluegrass state of mind. White smoke rolling, whistle blowing, listen to the engine keeping it time. Kentucky borderline. Montgomery by morning and Birmingham by noon. Onward through the timbers, upward to the moon. Her lonesome whistle cries a low sad refrain, like boys down on Beale Street singing up their pain. No one is gonna stop her from her appointed rounds. This train is moving on, she's glory bound. White smoke rolling, whistle blowing, listen to her engine keeping time. Kentucky borderline.
awesome.
Way to go. Okay, I'm now a fan. I am a fan.
Yes.
I'll get on their Facebook, MySpace, whatever it is. And I will
Yeah.
say that is amazing. They are going to play an instrumental and play us off the air. It's so good to have them here. And we
Yes.
will share this with them, and then they can put it on their website.
And they have a
Amazing.
CD, and I am sure it's worth taking.
They have a CD available. They have some T-shirts available. Please show up tomorrow at the Bluegrass Festival and purchase any of both. Now, we've got some birthdays coming out. We got a draw. Did we have any more birthdays
No.
coming out, guys?
That was it.
Okay. Okay, we're going to let you draw.
We don't like that
We don't
responsibility.
like the heat.
No.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. So,
We hand it off. We let somebody else make the cake.
that's right. Okay, and the cake is coming from the Food Lion in Blue Ridge. Here we go. Wendell Kraut, 86 years old. Happy birthday to
happy
Wendell.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Wendell. Congratulations. And I think he's a little older than that, we did find out. But
Oh, wow.
anyway, happy birthday to you. And congratulations, you will get a cake from Food Lion in Blue Ridge.
Yeah.
You know, this show is made possible by our sponsors, and we appreciate them, and we encourage you to spend your weekend shopping locally. If you spend $50 locally, believe me, it makes a drastic difference. Please do that. Please go out and support this bluegrass effort tomorrow. Going to have some great entertainment, some great food. And better than that, you can bring your own seats, guys, and you'll have comfortable seats, because I've done those benches. We've got a short time to say,
I know.
my
We don't
name is
say
Cherie
goodbye.
Martin, and we don't say goodbye, we say see you later. Only on ETC3, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 10 a.m., 6 to 7:30 p.m., and 12:30 to 2. Yeah, I'll be there and you be there too. What's your name?
My name is, what would my name be today? Angela Burgess.
Angela Burgess.
I am Cherie Martin's daughter and Victoria Taylor's mother.
That's right, and
pretty
we
good.
say goodbye to Tori. She's headed back to Kentucky.
know.
Thank you guys for tuning in every day. We appreciate coming into your homes. We look forward to seeing you on the weekend. I'll be out and about. Bye-bye.